What a ride! The 2009 North Dakota State Fair was packed with incredible concerts, top-rated exhibits, amazing contests, and delicious fair food. 296,919 fairgoers passed through the gates of the 2009 North Dakota State Fair, July 24th through August 1st in Minot, making 2009 the second largest year for attendance. The record year for attendance was created in 1983 when 300,790 people attended the fair.
The North Dakota State Fair is proud to be the agricultural showplace of the region and North Dakota. Thousands of North Dakotans submit their projects to be judged against tough competition. This year, the fair paid out over $237,000 in premiums. Although the fair puts a definite focus on open class projects, the heart of the fair remains centered on 4-H and FFA youth programs. These two programs provide lifelong opportunities and character-building skills to all who participate. 4-H and FFA members showed a total of 29,256 exhibits at the 2009 North Dakota State Fair.
4-H had 1,587 livestock entries at the 2009 North Dakota State Fair. Entries included cattle, goats, horses, poultry, rabbits, sheep, and swine. The primary goal of the 4-H Youth Development Program is to assist youth in acquiring knowledge, developing life skills, and forming attitudes that will enable them to become self-directed and productive citizens.
FFA Hall, the theater, and Magic Place were filled with an excellent showing of FFA exhibits. Included in the 18,661 projects displayed were agricultural products, ag produce, processed meats, field crops, horticulture, ag mechanics, and educational displays. There were 300 FFA livestock exhibits at the fair this year. Divisions included beef, dairy, swine, poultry, goats, equestrian, sheep, and rabbits. FFA and high school ag education are designed to develop the students' understanding and skills to focus on job opportunities in agriculture and agriculture business.
FFA provided an attractive display of horticulture and exhibits in the lower atrium of the State Fair Center. This provided a quiet, air-conditioned area for fairgoers looking for a resting spot amidst the hustle and bustle of the fair.
4-H Hall was filled with 2,746 of the state's best open class displays. Exhibits included agricultural products, fine arts and crafts, plants and flowers, foods, needlework, photography, and educational projects.
Open class livestock showed off their best at the North Dakota State Fair. There were over 5,000 open class livestock entries in 2009.
The North Dakota Junior Steer and Heifer Show was held on Wednesday, July 29th. The show was open to North Dakota youth through the age of 20 and awarded almost $6,000 in prizes. The following list of sponsors helped make this showing of 172 entries possible.
"183 swine were entered in the North Dakota Junior Market Hog Show. The following sponsors played a vital role in making this year's Junior Swine Show a success. Over $1,700 in prizes were awarded.
For the latest and greatest in farm machinery, a stroll-along machinery row sponsored by Bobcat was sure to please. Equipment packed the north end of the fairgrounds and included everything from combines to skid steers. An oil rig courtesy of Eagle Well Service was also on display and served as the location for the 2009 ribbon-cutting ceremony.
If you were looking for something special, you had to look no further than the 600 commercial spaces that packed the fairgrounds all 9 days of the fair. From jewelry and spas to household products and houses, commercial exhibits had it all. The best booths of 2009 were awarded plaques and given special recognition for not only the products they provide, but also the quality of their display.
It wouldn't be the fair without the lights and sounds of the Midway Carnival. Murphy Brothers Expositions brought in 46 carnival and kiddie rides this year, giving the State Fair the largest midway in North Dakota. Midnight Madness was again held on the first Friday of the fair, with carnival rides staying open until 2 a.m.
Fairgoers brought their appetites to the delicious food booths set up around the fairgrounds. Fresh squeezed lemonade, fry bread tacos, ice cream, corn dogs, turkey legs, and oh so much more were enjoyed from early morning till well into the night. Awards were presented by the State Fair to the best food booths. This year's winners were Regal's Concessions in first and Westrom's in second.
The North Dakota State Fair meant excitement in 2009 with plenty of ways for fairgoers to get involved while winning cold hard cash, concert tickets, and tons of prizes. Fairgoers were encouraged to test their athletic abilities with a variety of competitions scattered throughout the 9 days of the fair. The 5th annual North Dakota State Fair Dodgeball Tournament, held July 24th, had 12 teams competing throughout the day. Additional events included Run the Route before the parade on July 25th, the 3-on-3 basketball tournament with a record number of 95 teams participating on July 31st and August 1st, and an arm wrestling competition on August 1st.
Over 200 entries took part in the State Fair parade, making it the largest parade in North Dakota. This year's theme was Pumpin' the Bakken, and Jim Clifford, the committee chair, stated that it was a great year and next year will be even better. A B-52 flyover, courtesy of the U.S. Air Force, added to the parade excitement on July 25th.
Fairgoers looking for a thrill had to look no further than the Thrill Zone. Located near the Senex Grandstand, the Thrill Zone featured power jump, the big sling, and mechanical bull riding.
Free stages were a hit as they are every year. Numerous acts entertained both the young and the young at heart. The Extreme Canines, sponsored by Bremer Bank, were paws down a great time. The amazing pups flew through the air while performing tricks and showing their playful side. Kids Kingdom, sponsored by Trinity Health, buzzed with excitement as a petting zoo, giant sandbox, kiddie rides, clowns, and camel rides kept families with children entertained throughout the fair.
In 2009, fairgoers were given the opportunity to take a trip down under with the Aussie Kingdom, located on the Wild Kingdom stage. This display and educational show of kangaroos and exotic birds was sponsored by State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance. It featured native Australian birds like the kookaburra and the rainbow lorikeet, and 8 different types of marsupials. Located alongside the Aussie Kingdom was Turtleville, USA, a unique display of over 50 turtles and tortoises. You can get up close and personal with these rare reptiles.
The Rhinestone Ropers, an edge-of-your-seat thrilling act, featured trick roping, knife throwing, gun spinning, and quick draw shooting, along with bullwhip cracking and stunts. Located on Stage 7 under a big colorful tent, they wowed crowds 3 times daily.
Sponsored by Cloverdale Meats, spectators made time to catch a fair favorite, Daryl's Racing Pigs. They hit the track and drew a crowd 3 times daily.
Jukebox Junkie Stage was home to daily performances by the Gothard Girls and the High 48s. These champion Irish dancers, known as the Gothard Girls, wove fiddle tune arrangements, songs, stories, and intricate choreography into a lively and entertaining show. Known for their accolades in hard grass, this genre of music combines the soul and drive of bluegrass with harder edge sounds of alternative country that the High 48s have come to master. On Monday, the 27th, Doug Gehring, the new North Dakota Agriculture Commissioner, and other agriculture experts took to the stage for the Bear Crop Science Ag Forum, which allowed fairgoers to ask industry questions to the panel.
There were many events scheduled to get fairgoers involved, such as an amateur talent contest, a crowd pleaser that drew in awesome entertainers. The clown contest made people laugh, but it was serious competition with some serious accolades at stake. The all-new Odor Eaters contest was a hit and will send the lucky winner, Mike, age 15, and his mom to Vermont to compete in the national championship, where Mike will have a 1 in 8 chance of winning the grand prize trip to New York.
The Dakota Talent Stage in SRT State Fair Park was full of non-stop entertainment. Talented North Dakotans and county fair winners from around the state were encouraged to perform on this stage. A large draw for audiences were karaoke contests in the evening that packed the stage with local singing sensations.
Need a cool place to let the kids burn off that cotton candy? Complete with an indoor playland, air conditioning, and tons of activities, the Kids House was a dream come true for both child and parent. The Comfort Zone was a special place where families with young children could go for a changing and feeding. Blue Cross Blue Shield sponsored this area.
Fairgoers took a step back in time at Pioneer Village. The village was open daily with demonstrations and activities for the entire family, including soap making, wood carving, and more.
Fur Traders Rendezvous, sponsored by XL Energy, was also packed with exhibits and displays. Outfitted with their very own general store selling goods like flutes and bracelets, this rustic display is a real example of how fur traders would have lived.
North Dakota Game and Fish and Pathways to Fishing was yet another hotspot not to be missed, with its educational yet fun courses on safety for fishing and hunting.
A variety of free entertainment filled the Flickertail Gardens and Pub. Thomas Michael and Slamabama entertained pub crowds, while the Flickertail Gardens held a packed house for the sounds of Bo Allen and Scarecrow and October Road. Comic stuntman duo Alex Clark and David Kaplan performed as Project Dynamite and captured the crowd with their crazy laugh-out-loud antics. And John Shaw's dazzling and bizarre exhibition, known as the Pandemonium Sideshow, took commanded attention in the Flickertail Gardens daily.
The Colgate Country Showdown was center stage at the Flickertail Gardens on July 26th, as some great talent performed vying for the $500 prize and title of Colgate Country Showdown winner at the North Dakota State Fair.
Texas Hold'em returned to the Flickertail with daily tournaments beginning July 25th. Daily winners advanced to the championship round, held August 1st. Over $1,000 in cash and prizes were awarded to winners, with one lucky winner taking home the grand prize of a trip to Vegas. Gaming sponsored by the Vegas Motel, Seven's Restaurant, and Four Bears Casino and Lodge.
The Bank of North Dakota College Save program returned for a second year with their 20-foot-long, larger-than-life paint-by-number mural. Washable paint was provided, and fairgoers were invited to help paint the fair-themed mural. The 10th annual Miss Rodeo North Dakota State Fair pageant was held July 24th, with contestants competing in various divisions. Congratulations to Elise Nienow from Delac, North Dakota, Miss Rodeo North Dakota State Fair 2010.
The Senior Day Festival on July 30th, sponsored by Trinity Health, was a full day of entertainment and prizes, as over 600 senior citizens packed the upper atrium of the State Fair Center. In addition to sweet deals on food and discounted gate admission, these sprightly seniors were entertained with live music and dancing and a very cool appearance by the one and only Elvis at the Sock Hop themed day.
The State Fair's annual Friends of the Fair reception brought sponsors and friends together to attend the grandstand construction kickoff, featuring 2010 balloons being released and a Devonshire's concert paired with a classic car show.
Multiple picnics were held during the fair's 9 days to honor those who contribute so much to our great fair. These picnics will never really show how grateful we are for our 4-H'ers, FFA'ers, commercial exhibitors, fair supporters, and military men, women, and families.
4 days of tent events educated and entertained fairgoers in the SRT State Fair Park. Monday, July 27th was KMOT Pride of Dakota Day. Pride of Dakota members displayed their North Dakota goods outdoors under the tent in the State Fair Park. Carnival ride savings provided great deals for fairgoers.
The 28th was Family Day at the State Fair, sponsored by Fox 24 TV. Various organizations from across the state set up booths to educate families on safety and health issues while offering fun, hands-on activities for the children. Also on the 28th was Military Appreciation Day. Military personnel were treated to a free beef lunch sponsored by the North Dakota Beef Commission, North Dakota Stockmen's Association, and North Dakota Cattlewomen. They also received free carnival rides from 1 to 3 p.m.
The KX Network and North Dakota Co-ops joined together on Wednesday, July 29th with a free breakfast in Pioneer Village. Co-ops from across North Dakota displayed their products in the State Fair Park. Carnival ride savings, $1 off gate admission, and reduced admission to the NPRA Championship Bull Riding was all part of KX Co-op Day.
Thursday, July 30th was Water Day Festival o' Fun. The purpose of the day was to promote unity for water development and to educate the public about the critical water needs that exist within our state. There were free Frost Fest snow cones for everyone, as well as a water quiz scavenger hunt.
The Dirt Flu is almost 3,000 bull riding spectators took in 2 nights of NPRA Championship bull riding in the All Seasons Arena. Backed by an overwhelming demand, the North Dakota State Fair Ranch Rodeo Championships, presented by Dakota Bank, enjoyed by 1,814 guests on July 31st, featured entertaining teams of cowboys and cowgirls competing against each other in events that displayed somewhat typical ranch jobs, including trailer loading, range doctoring, team mugging, and yes, even wild cow milking.
Pint-sized cowboys and cowgirls participated in the Kids Shodeo, July 29th. These future rodeo stars competed in events such as barrel racing, stick horse racing, and goat tying. The action didn't stop there. The children's pedal pull was another competition for kids to show their stuff.
The competition at the State Fair's annual horse pull and pony pull was fierce, as multiple teams of draft horses and ponies competed for cash prizes on July 25th and 26th. Investors Real Estate Trust is the sponsor of this great event.
The Dakota Stock Dog Challenge proved to be a must-see for dog lovers. The performance, held on July 27th, featured top dog breeders from North and South Dakota, demonstrating how they work their dogs around livestock and sharing tips about training stock dogs.
Some of the biggest and best entertainers in the business performed at the 2009 State Fair. Thousands came to hear the music of Motley Crue with Theory of a Dead Man, Taylor Swift with Gloriana, Rodney Adkins and Heidi Newfield, the Devonshires, Gary Allen, Dierks Bentley, and Good Charlotte.
Engines revved at this year's fair, guaranteeing onlookers their fill of excitement. Auto events included the Demolition Derby, the Enduro Auto Race, and the Classic Car Show. 2009 also served as the last year for use of the current grandstand, since North Dakota legislators approved $15 million in funding for a new grandstand.
Making family fun affordable is key at the State Fair. Mega Ride wristbands were available for $50 in advance or $60 at the fair, which enabled fairgoers to ride unlimited all 9 days. A daily unlimited ride wristband for $30 was available every day of the fair, with several promotions discounting the price.
Tuesday, July 28th was Coca-Cola 2-for-1 day at the State Fair. Fairgoers were given the opportunity to get 2-for-1 gate admission with a Coke product. Some vendors sold their products 2 for the price of 1 to ensure a great value for fairgoers. The Family Fun Pack was available for families visiting the fair. It allowed a family of 4 with 2 adults and 2 children gate admission into the fair, 2 daily unlimited ride wristbands, and 4 tickets to a grandstand show, either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, for only $50. This proved to be another great way to make the fair affordable for families.
Free camping was yet another perk the fair had to offer. RVs and tents packed the fairgrounds as overnight guests enjoyed several newly added and upgraded camping spaces.
The North Dakota State Fair is proud to serve the people of North Dakota as a showcase for culture, products, and pride.
This year's State Fair board members were Gary Nell, President of Hazen, Charles Michael, Vice President of Spiritwood, Condi Mickelson, Secretary of Minot, Lee Ann Karski, Treasurer of Dickinson, Neil Fleming of Cavalier, Connie Hansen of Devil's Lake, Dennis Wendell of Lemoore, Kelly Hansen of Hannaford, and Butch Hauglund of Ambrose.
Thanks to the generous sponsorships and support of the people of North Dakota, the State Fair is able to grow and provide the largest annual event in the state. The North Dakota State Fair would like to thank the following sponsors: